Section 4.3, box plots. Objective 1, find quartiles for a set of data. Definition. Quartiles divide the data into 4 parts. The first quartile, Q1, is the same as the 25th percentile. If we take a look at a graph here, if we go from 0 to 25 and then 25 to 100, this first portion is the first quartile, which is 25%. At this point here is quartile 1 or Q1. The rest of it would be 75%. The second quartile, Q2, is the same as the 50th percentile, which is also the same as the median. So going from 0 to 100, here we have 50 in the middle, which is quartile 2, which means this is the first half of the 50%, this is the second half of the 50%. And then the third quartile, Q3, is the same as the 75th percentile. So from 0 to 75, at this point, this is Q3, which is quartile 3, which is 70% of the data. What's left would be 25%. Now the procedure to find the quartiles for a set of data. Number 1, you have to arrange your data in ascending order, going from smallest to largest. Then you're going to find the median, which will be Q2, quartile 2. To find quartile 1, you want to find the median of the first half of the data. If you have an odd number of observations, do not include the median in the first half of the data. To find quartile 3, you find the median of the second half of the data. Again, if you have an odd number of observations, do not include the median in the second half of the data. So let's take a look at an example here. The following data represent the percentages of divorces in 1996 for select countries. Find the smallest observation, the quartiles, and the largest observation from this data. 68 going all the way to 53. So again, the first step we want to do is arrange our data into ascending order. So we have 5, 6, 53, 54, 63, 64, 65, 65, 66, 68, and 68. Okay, then how many numbers do we have? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So we have an odd number of data values, which means the middle number is going to be the median or quartile 2. So we can see here that 64 represents quartile 2. Now again, if you have an odd number of observations, you do not include the median in the first half of the data. So we're not going to include this number now since it's the median. Again, it's because it's an odd amount of numbers. So here we take a look at the first grouping. So we have 5, 6, 53, 54, 63. We have an odd amount of numbers, so therefore 53 represents quartile 1, which is equal to 53. And if we group the last numbers together, these are 5. Again, this is our middle number. So quartile 3 is equal to 66. So we have our quartile 1, quartile 2, and quartile 3. And then we also need to find the smallest and the largest observation. Well, the smallest observation is 5, which is also the minimum value. And over here, 68 is the largest value, which is also the maximum value.